Nigeria's creative industry, which is domiciled in Nollywood, the world's fourth largest growing film industry, continues to serve as a conveyor belt of organic talent, as well as a window through which the rest of the world appreciates the country's rich cultural diversity. And as expected, there was a lot of vertical movement in the industry in 2024. But many practitioners in that space have also spoken about the enormous challenges brought about by unfavorable economic circumstances in the country. Segun Arinze, who is a veteran actor and producer, joins us now to review Nigeria's creative industry in 2024, as well as projects projecting its outlook to 2025. Great to have you here on Newsday. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Yeah.
I guess we have to ask the OGs in the industry about the way the future will go and discuss the present in Nollywood. I want to ask specifically, just cutting straight to the chase, the streaming platforms that seem to have left. It seems like Prime Video has pulled out of their presence in Nigeria, as well as Netflix. There were some discussions about what exactly could have transpired. From your opinion, what's going on in the film industry, and how does these streaming platforms, who seem like they were very interested in our stories, seem like they're pulling back a little bit? Could you explain?
I don't think that it's a fact that Amazon Prime and Netflix have pulled out of Nigeria. I think one thing people need to understand first and foremost is that it's a business venture.
Right.
And they have the right to restrategize. And I think that's what has happened. It's not as if they pulled out of Nigeria, but they stopped what's called the original productions, where they fund the film, say, take the film, take this money, go make us a film, and it's part of the originals. So what they have now is they're going to be working now on acquisition basis. You bring your movie, we like it, we'll buy it. We don't like it, you look for another platform to exhibit your movies, your works. Everybody has just been talking about Netflix moving out of Nigeria, closing shop because they gave some producers money and they went haywire and were spending lavishly. And I don't think that's the true situation. I don't think that's the true situation. So what I found out from my discussions on various platforms and talking with a lot of Nollywood practitioners is that they need to restrategize, and that's what they're doing, and they have every right to do that. So I think we should, let's just ask this question. What if Netflix and Amazon were not here? What would have happened? The industry would not progress? How were we working before they came, before the advent of Netflix and Amazon? There was Rock Studios as well. So how were they thriving? So I think we need to look beyond our noses and go back to the drawing board and also research on how we make our own productions and how we do things. Right now, there's an influx on YouTube. Everybody's going on YouTube to throw movies left, right, center. I've started hearing things like, this person is a YouTube actor. This person is I mean, ridiculous things that you just hear. Somebody say he's a cinema actor, somebody is a YouTube actor, somebody is a Netflix actor. I mean, for crying out loud. An actor is an actor, a producer is a producer, a director is a director. Yes, there are different platforms for streaming and for showing and exhibiting your movies. We Nigerians, we like doing cliches a lot. We love a lot of cliches, and it's so sad. But I think this should be an eye-opener. We should all learn our lessons.
Well, another controversial issue, that came up in 2024 was rumors of some DD practices, in the industry where some actors said they had to bend over. I'd like you to react to that.
I don't bend over, so I can't even react to that. so I can't react to that. Well, if they do bend over, they should keep bending. That's the problem. Everybody has a right. The adults, they have a right to do what they want to do. It's none of my business. I'm not going to concern myself with that. So I don't want those lashbacks. I like living my life straightforward, doing my business, and be a professional than I am.
Wow. Okay, just to get it back on track. You've been in the industry for a while. Obviously, you've seen the seasons change. You've seen actors come and go, and you've seen the progression. I mean, Nollywood is the fourth largest, if not third largest, in the world. What have you observed? What are some criticisms and some observations that you have? And also, what are the glimmers of light? What are the things that we're doing right and the future for 2025?
Well, I've seen a lot of actors come and go. I've seen a lot of producers, directors, and all that come. You know, it's an evolution. The industry keeps evolving. You keep finding things to do. New things come up, new ideas, and how you execute those ideas and how you get to your audiences. It's quite brilliant. We have a lot of brilliant young filmmakers who are coming up in the industry, and they're doing so well. 2024 was quite good for a lot of young producers like Ruben Gian, who incidentally directed Katangari Goes to Town on Prime Amazon. It's the first feature film by Steve Gookers and Dr. Olakori to help nurture young upcoming filmmakers, directors and producers. So that on itself, it's a good one. And then you have the OGs who are making strong statements. RMD made a lot of strong statements last year. KP Ekwenyo did. Fred Amata also did with the movies that he directed. Quite a number of them did. Yemi Sholade, they all made strong showing. Even Jide Kosoko. And then, of course, you had Femi Adebayo, had a successful, and then releasing seven doors. And, of course, Funke Akinde, who's the current rave with her movie Everybody Loves Jennifer, and Messi Aibe, Toyi Abraham, so many of them. So it's been quite brilliant. I will say, did I have a wonderful year? I tried. I tried.
You know, and you talked about Katangari Goes to Town, you know, which premiered on Amazon Prime Video on January 4th. Can you tell us a bit more about that? I understand that's your latest project.
Yes, my latest project, and I'm so proud of it. Like I said, it's the first feature thing by Steve Gookers and Dr. Olakori in encouraging younger producers of filmmakers and all that. And of course, Ruben Gian directed this. It was fun. We shot in Jos and in Abuja. It's a story that talks about family greed, and every family has its own problem. And that's what we found. A billionaire was murdered, and so Katangari, who's a retired police officer, had to be called back from the village where he had retired to come and help investigate. He's a detective, and of course, everything leads to a Pandora's box, and well, you got to find out. And why I like the movie, for me particularly, it's the first time I'm looking different.
I was just about to say, is that you with the full head of
Yes,
gray
that's
hair?
me. Yeah, that's me over there. So I enjoyed myself thoroughly, even though the makeup was giving me some torrid time, because it took about 3 hours to do makeup every day. And we're there for like 6 weeks. But we generally just had fun. And of course, a lot of great actors there. Ireti Doyle, Munabi, and Senator the comedian we all know is Njako. Quite a number of them. Sani Moazu was brilliant working with all of them.
Well, now you know how women feel. 3 hours of preparation and makeup. This is this is kind of like a daily thing for us, unfortunately.
I really sympathize with you people.
But could you speak to us about the politics in Nigeria? You cannot avoid it. It doesn't matter what
In my industry or general politics?
In your industry. We're not going to put you on the spot. In your industry, do the politics of the day affect production? Does it affect interpersonal relationships? How does the politics that clearly affects the regular lives, does it infiltrate the creative sector?
It does. I will not lie to you. It does. And it's so annoying that you bring in politics into things that are supposed to be professionally done. But, well, that's life. You can't avoid that. But I would love to see politics in Nollywood, cut to its barest minimum, and let's face the fact and face the productions that we're supposed to call a spade and do it. Favoritism, you'll find it. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Sexual harassment, it's everywhere. You can't run away from that. But also, like I said, it's to slice it down to the barest minimum, cut it as much as possible as you can eradicate it. Are we progressing? Yes, we are progressing in terms of production values, in terms of the personnel we're working, in terms of our storytelling. We are making inroads. And what I would like to see this year, 2025, is more collaborations. This issue of everybody wanting to go it alone. You can't. Listen, film is a very, very intensive thing. It's financially intensive. So I'd like to see collaborations, companies coming together. You bring your money, and let's do something together. And that's what we're seeing with Tunde, with Steve Gookers and Dr. Olakori, bringing their monies together and having called the first features, where they encourage young producers and filmmakers and directors and what have you working. And they have 12 in the series. And with their own money, they're doing that. So I'd like to see more of that. And I'd like to see less of squabbles, quarrels, fights, who did this, who didn't do that, particularly the females. I think, because they're, well, take it or not, they are in a way controlling the industry right now. Most of the successful films in the industry are all by females. But I'd like to see them more professional, face the job and, you know, leave the squabbles alone and just do it and make the money. But having said that, I'm very proud of all of them. All the females, I'm extremely proud of them, of what they've done and what they're doing in Hollywood as well.
Well, Segun Arinze, veteran actor, it's been a delight speaking with you on Newsday. Thanks for coming on the program.
I appreciate it. Thank you.